The title of the webinar is Mastering Ethical AI for Student Success. Like I said before the others joined us, I had muted this deliberately so that you can really concentrate without any distraction from anyone. If you want to, converse with me, you can send message to the chat box. You can use emoji. I will see all of that and respond to you. So please, I hope you bear with me in that regard. So, why is this important? The title itself is very vital for us to appreciate what we are going to be learning this evening. Okay? It has a number of keywords that I really want you to appreciate, to understand. One of them is mastering. Okay? Which means that AI is something that you have to master if you want to use it. It's an independent skill that you have to learn. Oftentimes, we take a lot of things for granted, okay? We felt like speaking comes naturally, you don't have to learn how to speak. Writing comes naturally, you don't have to learn how to write, And when we take this thing for granted, we don't get the best out of them. Your communication is poor because you don't learn how to speak, okay? So I don't want the same to be for AI, okay? I want you to truly master how to use AI. And mark you, this is only the beginning, because if you really want to appreciate the usefulness of AI, you have to keep developing your skill. So that's one important keyword there. The second one is ethical. AI is a double-edged sword. I hope I got the drawing of sword correctly. I'm not a good artist, but it's okay. I hope you enjoy my drawing, okay? AI is a double-edged sword, which means the two ends are sharp. It will depend on how you are using it. This is sharp, and this is also sharp. So you are in control of how you use it. When they say something is double-edged sword, it means it can either be positive or negative. Okay? So in this webinar, you are learning how to use AI ethically. Okay? And finally is success. And that's the overall goal, is to be able to help you apply this tool to improve your learning as a student. And if you are a parent, you want to be able to help your child, okay, who might not be here. If you are a teacher, you want to use that also to support your children, your students, who are not in this webinar. So what is important is, when you use AI ethically, when you use it well enough, you have a higher chance of achieving better success than someone who did not use it at all. Very important. And research have actually confirmed a number of these points. So anyway, I'm just trying to make you understand the goal and the essence of why we are here. That makes it easier for you and I to be on the same page. If you are still with me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are still following. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Nuruddin Omo Mirist, and please, I will listen to you all later. If you have any question, kindly write it down so that we can actually move much more effectively. All right, guys. So let's get to the next slide. How students can use artificial intelligence. That's the AI we are talking about anyway. In case you don't know, I think it's very important to underline the fact that AI is artificial intelligence. So anytime I mention AI, I actually mean artificial intelligence. Okay? To learn better, okay? Think deeper. I want you to underscore this. Very important. This is one evil AI will do for you if you don't use it very well. It will affect your thinking. But if you use it appropriately, it helps you to think deeper. Then to also study ethically. Very important. So it's about the ethics of usage. Okay, there are so many other ways of using AI that are not ethical. All right, so let's get to the next slide. So what are you going to be learning today? Okay, there are 6 fundamental lessons you are going to learn today, but there are so many other ones that are added to this. Number 1 is, what is AI? Of course, you learn what exactly is this AI everyone has been shouting and talking about. Okay, you don't want to be left behind. And I will tell you a story. When the social media started, a number of us were actually left behind because we're not comfortable with social media. Even until now, some of us still have reservation about it. But those who learn how to use social media ethically makes more money, makes better network, which is very important, okay, and are able to express themselves better, okay, today, because they learn how to use it ethically. So the same thing is for AI. It's going to be a technology that will be a part of us. So, understanding how to use it, okay, is very vital at this stage so that you don't get left behind. So why does this conversation matters? That's the second lesson we'll learn today. Then the third one is the types of AI, okay? Then the danger of AI in education. When we said you should use AI ethically, it's very important for you to understand the effect of using AI wrongly or to use it unethically. Then the fifth one is the AI learning framework. You don't want to miss this one. Okay, this particular lesson 5 and lesson 6, the AI use cases for students. This is where you are going to understand the practical usage of AI. Every other thing before this one is trying to create a foundation, because it's very important for you to know what you are using, okay? That's why lesson 1 to 4 is important. But lesson 5 to 6 will give you the practical usage you can start applying from this evening, okay? And get better, in your study from tomorrow. And I really mean that. When you start applying from this evening, you get better with your study from tomorrow. That's literal meaning, okay? I'm not joking about that. So let's get to the lesson proper. Now, the question, the AI questions. The question is, should I study with AI or not? Okay? This question might be bothering you to say, will it not sound like I'm cheating when I now begin to study with AI? Will it not sound like I'm outsourcing my brain, for AI? You know how you feel when you're like, oh, this is giving me all of the answers. Does it make sense? What should I tell my teacher? Okay, anyway, so this is a very genuine question, and I'm going to answer the question now. Will AI make me smarter or dumber? Actually, if you are using AI, it's either of these two. It's either, excuse me, let me change my pen color so we can have variety. Okay, so it's either that it is AI, it is making you smarter, or it's making you dumber. It has to be one of them. So depending on how you use it, you can't get away with it. So if you are using AI unethically, you're actually going to get dumber anyway, if you are using it unethically. So even if it good at the beginning, okay, if it feels good at the beginning, this is the effect at the end of the day. Okay, so I want you to know that. Okay, let's get to the next slide. It's going to give answers to this question I've raised. Number 1, should I use it? Will it make me smarter or dumber? Okay, the answer is, it depends on how you use it. Full stop. It depends on how you use it. Full stop. Okay? AI can become a personal tutor for you. You can almost not need your teacher if you use AI effectively enough. It can become a brainstorming partner. Okay? It can become a feedback coach. It can become a learning accelerator, and so many more good things that AI can do for you. So whether you are using it or not, the question is not, should I use AI? if you observe what I put there, okay, so it's not about should I use AI, it's about how should I use AI. So I want to underline that fact. My message to you at this point is you should use AI if you use it correctly, if you use it effectively, because students who use AI correctly have a better performance than those who don't use AI at all. Okay, these are research facts I'm telling you. Okay, so use AI. It's about a question of should I use calculator to solve math problem or not? You know, this question of AI also were a question that came up when calculator was invented about 400 years ago. Teachers were like, oh, the calculator will not make students to learn mathematics again. You understand? So it's the same question that comes up every now and then when we have new technology. The same question came up when we have television. The same question when we have internet. The same question we have social media. Do you understand? So use AI, but use it effectively. Because if you use it badly, it can become a shortcut machine. And when you use it for shortcuts, what happens is that it makes you dumber. Okay? When I say dumber, let me explain that so you can appreciate what it means. If you keep using AI wrongly as a shortcut, okay, as a replacement, for thinking, and as a tool for academic dishonesty, it actually makes you dumber. What does that mean? A time is coming when you forget your name. And you almost have to go and ask ChatGPT, what is my name? Because you have become so dumb, because you are using AI unethically. Very important for you to understand that. So when you use it correctly, it makes you smarter. And if you use it unethically, it makes you dumber. If you are still following me, give me a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Keep it coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I have been able to break down what AI can do for you when you use it correctly, and what it can also do for you when you use it unethically. So the choice is yours. Okay? The choice is yours. If you are a parent, the choice is yours on how you guide your children. If you are a student, the choice is yours in how you use AI. If you are a teacher, the choice is yours. Do you understand? So let's get to the next part of the lesson. Now, this is one out of so many research that has confirmed the usage of AI. According to UNESCO, students who use generative AI, I will explain this later, as a learning assistant, not as a substitute for thinking, you can say that, benefit from personalized learning feedback, instant explanations, greater opportunity for independent learning. Very important, independent learning, okay? You want to empower yourself to say, I can learn calculus independently. I can study state of matter. I can study sciences. I can study art. I can study, a lot of things. Language. You can actually learn a new language independently with AI. That's how powerful it is. So the choice is yours. The research has confirmed this. The reality has confirmed this, because I've been using AI as a teaching assistant myself for the last 2 years consistently, back to back. Okay? So I can tell you for a fact that it helps you a lot depending on how you use it. And very funny, I've actually used it both ethically and unethically. So I'm telling you from experience, what this is, not just, stories. So please, I want you to underscore that reality. Now, what is artificial intelligence? Okay. I'm going to unmute allow you to speak now, but please, you should only unmute yourself when I call your name, okay? And I want somebody to read this for me, actually. So I'm going to do it now, but please unmute yourself only when I call your name, okay? And I'll do that at different intervals. Okay, so you can turn on your microphone. Not everyone, let me call a name. I don't want to create noise. Okay, don't worry, Usman Abdulkadir, I can see you. Asma Yusuf, that's the first name after my name on the list. So Asma Yusuf, are you still there? Please unmute yourself and read this for me. You are welcome, Asma. Thank you, Asma. I'm not going to read that again. I believe you have catch what Asma read. But I'm going to close the... Okay, so thank you, everyone. Now, let me ask you this question. If you are a writer, okay, you have to use your brain, your personal intelligence, your human intelligence to write an article. So if somebody is asking you to write about, for example, global warming, for example, you have to do research, you have to do research, you have to go to the internet, you have to read books, you have to do all of these things to bring information together and now write about global warming. That is human intelligence. At the same time, in this age and this time and today, you can put the same question in ChatGPT, in Gemini, in Microsoft Copilot, and they will write the same thing for you. So you are using your human intelligence and they are using the artificial intelligence. That's why this question, the story says that normally requires human intelligence. Writing, as an example, normally requires human intelligence, but AI can do that for you now. Okay? Solving mathematics problem normally requires human intelligence. AI can do that for you now. Brainstorming requires human intelligence. AI can do that for you now, and so on and so forth. Even teaching, of course, requires human intelligence. AI can teach you now. Okay, these are the things AI can do. So it is so powerful, and because it is powerful, it is very easy for you to misuse. Okay, misuse, and that is what I'm trying to guide you against. Don't misuse it, but use it intelligently, use it ethically. That's the only way you can get the best out of artificial intelligence. So if you understand what artificial intelligence means now, give me a thumbs up, let me know if you understand what it means. Okay, thank you. My bro Losho, I can see you, thank you. I can see Kodro Ade, something, I don't know, sorry. I can say, okay, so thank you, everyone. I want to believe you now understand what artificial intelligence means now. Simply, it's a machine that does some task that human intelligence naturally do. And I've given you examples. Let's go to the next slide. So, the goal is not to avoid AI. The goal is to learn how to use it wisely. You can see it's like I'm repeating the same message in different way every now and then. And why I'm doing this is because I'm trying to create a foundation for you to appreciate, what the whole of this webinar is all about. Okay? That's the goal. Why this conversation really matters. Before AI changed learning forever, and this is very important, we will not likely go back to 10 years ago when we are learning without AI. It has changed forever. There is nothing anybody can do about it. The only thing you can do now is to learn how to use it effectively. Learn the tools and use it ethically. That's the only thing you can do. It's not going back again. If you like still be reading on a paper, there is nothing anybody can do about that. We cannot change it. Whether you like it or not, it has come to us. Okay? Before AI, students search for information on Google, for example. So you go to Google and say, tell me about global warming. And Google will now bring a lot of articles for you that are written by human being. Okay. After AI, student can interact with information. This is very important. When you tell Google, tell me about, or you write global warming, for example, Google will give you a lot of articles. And that's all. You now begin to open each of them and read, and that's the only thing you can do. When you go to AI and say, tell me about global warming, AI will tell you a lot of stories. You can now ask a follow-up question. You can say, okay, what do you mean by ozone layer? Okay, it will tell you again. You can say, okay, what will be the effect of, you can keep interacting with the AI. And that's what makes it a personal tutor. AI can now explain difficult concepts instantly, generate examples, give you feedback. So you can also now say, you can reverse engineer the process. You can say, oh, see, look, ChatGPT, I've written this article about global warming. Can you check for me and give me feedback about my article? It can give you feedback. It can adapt learning to explanation to individual needs. So you can tell ChatGPT, for example, you can say, explain this to me as a grade 5 student, as a student in GSS 2. Do you understand? No matter how difficult the concept is, it will break it down for you in a way that you can understand. They support different learning style. So if you like to learn with videos, it will give you videos. If you like to learn with images, it will give you pictures, like that. So you can say, for example, this is my notes. Break it down for me in infographics, for example. It will break it down as a picture, and you can easily learn that effectively. All right, so let's get to the next part of the lesson. So you now understand why we are having this conversation, because there is a reality before AI, there is a reality during AI, so we have to bridge the gap. Okay? One question remains. Are students using AI to learn or using AI to avoid learning? I wish you can write this down. Okay? Are you learning with AI or are you avoiding learning with AI? Okay, I'm going to unmute you now. Allow you to unmute yourself, and everyone can answer this question. Which one is this webinar supporting? Is it for students to use AI to learn or to avoid learning with AI? I will allow you to unmute yourself now so that you can now respond to this question. So it's time. Go. One.
How to learn how to use AI for students.
Okay. Who is coming again? Everyone can speak now, please. Which one are we doing here? To make you learn with AI or to avoid learning with AI? Interesting. Next one. Who else is talking? You can keep talking. Everyone should talk at the same time. It's okay. Okay, that means you are not learning anyway. So why do you learn in the first place? Okay. Okay, yes, that's very possible, but that's not the goal of this webinar. I like the concept you brought. That is very, very possible. But the objective, the goal of this webinar is not that, okay? All right, so anyway, I understand your point. Now let's get back to the story. A moment, please. I'm trying to switch. Okay, yeah, good. Types of AI. Now that we know AI, we need to understand types of AI. The first one is narrow AI, weak AI. Now let me mention that there are so many types of AI. I'm just bringing this to make you appreciate that AI has different types. I'm not trying to exhaust the list. because my goal is not to talk about the types and whatever, is to really talk about the AI and how you learn with it. So you have weak AI. These are the AI that are used for specific tasks. For example, when you search on YouTube, if you search about, give me an example of what you are looking for. You are looking for, I don't know, the weather, something like that. I don't know, anything. After you search for few times, if you are searching the same thing, the next time you open your YouTube, the recommendation it will give you is about what you search. So if you are searching about mathematics, for example, every time, YouTube will give you that recommendation because they are using AI. Okay, so YouTube use AI, Google use AI, they use it for specific tasks. That type of AI is called weak AI, okay? AI also recognizes your fingerprints. If you are using your phone, AI recognizes your face recognition. These are all AI-enabled devices, but you call them weak AI because they are for specific tasks. Do you understand? The second one is generative AI. This is the one I will be talking about a lot in this webinar, okay? Generative AI. This is AI that creates new contents, new videos, new pictures, new text, new everything, okay? So this is AI that creates new content. So example is ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and Microsoft Copilot. So many of them. These are just examples, okay? I personally use ChatGPT and Gemini a lot, you know, but it's okay. Whichever one, I'm not sure there is good or bad one. You can use any one you like, okay? But what they do is to help you generate new contents, okay? And that's the one we are going to be talking about today. I mean, generative AI. So what AI can do for you? And I'm going to unmute to allow somebody to read this. I will call a name. Please, if I don't call your name, don't unmute yourself, okay? Wait, let me get the name first before I... this time, let's go to India. Let's go to Farheen Patel. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Farheen, get ready to unmute yourself so you can read this for us. Farheen, you can unmute yourself now and read. Farheen, are you still there? I guess she's not there. Let's get another person. How about Farzana Hamid? Are you there?
Yes, trying to get the question.
Please read what you see on the screen now.
Personalized, what can AI can do for you? Personalized learning, immediate feedback, better understanding, difficult concepts, support creativity, improve study efficiency.
Thank you, Farzana, for that beautiful read. So now these are the things AI can do for you. It can help you to personalize learning. What does that mean? You all know that if you have a class of 20 students, for example, you don't learn in different ways and different speed, okay? AI has the capacity to allow all of you to learn at your own pace. So you have your laptop, for example, you say you want to learn about algebra as a case study, and you tell AI, okay, I'm a slow learner and I have to learn about algebra, okay? Break down the lesson for me, give me example to practice, okay? And I will give you my feedback. I mean, you practice and send back to AI, they to explain for you whenever you have a problem. This is personalized learning. Because there could be another student who is a fast learner, who will say, hello AI, I'm a fast learner, okay? I understand a bit of algebra, give me difficult questions to test my knowledge. Do you understand? This is personalized learning. Immediate feedback. AI can tell you right now, as you are trying to perform a task, to say, oh, you have a problem there, fix it now. No, you are not good at X, Y, Z, fix it now. Do you understand? So AI has the capacity to give you that immediate feedback. You don't have to wait until your teacher mark your script after 1 week before you get the feedback. You get it now. Do you understand? And that's very powerful because you can now correct yourself now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow and now master the concept you are trying to learn now. So that's what AI does for you. For example, if your teacher gives you homework, you have to go home, finish the homework, tomorrow give the homework to your teacher, and maybe if you are lucky, you get the feedback that day or the next day or after 1 week. Sometimes you have even forgotten about the homework before you get the feedback. Do you understand? AI will give you the feedback immediately. AI helps you to better understand difficult concepts, and I want you to try this yourself. You can say that, I'm trying to remember a very difficult concept in physics, for example. Let's say, I don't know. Okay, let's talk about nanotechnology. So let's say that you are in grade 7 and you want to understand nanotechnology. You go to AI and say, I'm in grade 7. Explain nanotechnology for me with examples so that I can understand. Give me videos I can watch to understand nanotechnology. You will discover that in about 1 hour or 2, you have mastered the concept of nanotechnology. So AI has that capacity, okay? AI also supports creativity. Depending on how you use it. You say, AI, ask me a question about this. Don't give me the answer. Allow me to think and respond. Then you can now criticize my response. Okay? This is what AI can do for you. Then it can also improve study efficiency. It helps you to study efficiently. If it personalizes your learning, gives you feedback immediately, helps you to break difficult concepts, then it means that it makes you to study efficiently. So if you use AI well enough, you get the best out of it. You also get the opposite if you use it unethically. Very important for me to mention that. Let's go to the next slide. Now, before we explore how you can practically use AI as a student, it's very important to talk about the danger. Okay? So what are the danger of using AI unethically? But before I open that up, let me allow you guys to speak to me. Again, I like the way you guys are obeying the instruction. The fact that you're not putting on your audio when I ask you not to on it, because it's not going to make us learn effectively if you are getting background noise. So I'm going to call 2 people. 3, actually, 3. I expect that Hawa Olosho is here. Then Opanyinka Tinoade, that's 2. Then 3 is I'm looking for one more person. I hope these people I'm calling are with me. Then Usman Abukodre. So I'll be having Usman Abukodre, Opanyinka Tinoade, then Hawa Olosho. These 3 people will tell me what they think are the dangers of AI. The first person to go is Hawa. Then after that is Opanyinka. Then after that, I'll be having Usman Abdulkadir. So let's get started. So I will allow you to unmute yourself now. So you speak to me. What do you think are the dangers of unethical use of AI? Let's go. Okay. I got a message about Hawa now. So let's get to Opanyinka Tinoade. Please talk to me. What do you think is the problem with AI if it is used unethically? Opanyinka. Opanyinka, are you there? I want it to be interactive. Okay, I guess she's not there. Okay.
Yes, I think it will not allow the student to think on their own.
Yeah, it will not allow them to think on their own.
That's the purpose of AI.
I appreciate you. I will talk more about Opanyinka. I'm sorry about thinking on your own later about what Opanyinka said. Okay, Mabrur is going to replace Hawa. So Mabrur, please go ahead. What do you think is the problem with using AI unethically? What is the danger? Tell me. My brother, can you tell me what do you think is the danger of AI? Okay, again? They will all pass their exams. Okay. Okay, so wrong usage of AI make them to pass the exam. You think that's a danger? Okay, do you think what it means is that if you use it correctly, you will not pass your exam? Do you mean that if they use it correctly, they will not pass the exam? You say when they use wrongly, they will pass exam. Yeah, wrongly makes them pass. What if they use it correctly? Will they not pass the exam, my bro? Okay, so what's the difference now? Oh, I'm sorry. You said you won't pass your exam if you use wrongly. Is that what you are saying? Okay, that's not bad. Now let's go to Amira from Lagos. Are you there? What do you think is the danger of AI if it is used unethically? Amira, tell me. Do I still have Amira in the house? Anyway, I'm not sure. It's okay. I want 3 people. Let me get one more person. I'm not sure Amira is here. I'm trying to call in it. Muhammad Tahir, tell me, what is the danger of using AI wrongly? Muhammad Tahir. I hope I'm not speaking to myself. Can you hear me? Okay, go ahead, please. Again? Lower productivity. Yes. Okay. Let's move on. All right. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this discussion session. Okay. So I'll continue now. So again, we have to look at the dangers. Very important. Okay. The danger of AI in education. Now, this is the biggest one. Very important. Now, you may not appreciate this now, but cognitive offloading. Cognitive offloading. And that means that your brain works best when you give your brain challenges. Okay? There is a way that the neurons of your brain connect together, they link together as you are trying to use your brain to solve a problem. And that makes you smarter. Are you following me now? The more neurons you can connect together, the smarter you become. And the only way you can do that is for you to challenge your brain to do something, to answer questions, to work on math problems, and all that. If you now outsource all of this to AI, it causes what we call cognitive offloading, which means you are giving the task your brain is supposed to do. Remember I said your brain performs better when you challenge it. You are giving that challenge to AI. You are offloading it to AI. And what that means is that it makes your brain weaker over time. And the problem with that is when you are doing that now, you may think that you are getting smarter because you do your homework very fast enough. When a teacher asks you a question in an online class, for example, or even a physical class, you go to AI, check the answer, tell the teacher, it makes you look like you are smart. But if you check yourself after 1 year of doing that, you now found out that your brain begins to get weaker. You don't remember things easily, okay? When people are talking normally, socially, you don't find it easy to engage in conversation. When you speak, they now ask you, do you know what we are talking about? Because the way you contribute to the conversation looks like you don't have a brain. Do you understand why? Because you have used AI a whole lot. Research from cognitive science shows that when people rely too much on external tools, they may reduce their own mental effort. The brain grows through struggle. Very important. And one lesson you want to learn from this is that you don't want to run away from challenging your brain. So when your work gets difficult, that is a good thing for your brain. Challenge it to solve that problem. Do you understand? If AI always thinks for you, your thinking muscles becomes weaker. Simple. We are all talking about the same thing, okay? So that's called cognitive offloading. That is the immediate problem with using AI unethically. And what does unethical mean? Very important for me to explain that. If you go to AI now to say, my teacher gave me this question, give me the answer. AI gives you the answer, you write the answers into your notebook and submit to your teacher. That is unethical usage. If you are learning online, for example, as I ask you a question now, you go to AI and said, AI, what is the danger of using AI? It will give you the answer. You just read that for me. That's unethical usage. Do you understand? If your school allows you to come to school with mobile phone, for example, you are doing an exam, whether online or physical, and you are checking for answers on AI, that's unethical. Do you understand? So anytime you are only asking for answers directly, that is unethical. So when I mention unethical, it's very important for me to explain what it means. Okay? You are asking for direct answer. Just give me the answer. I don't want to think about it. And when it gives you the answer, you don't even want to read the answer. You just write it down or you just read it for your teacher and say, this is the answer to the question. That is unethical. Let's go to the next one now. Okay, this is what I just explained now. When we say the danger of AI, how? When a student asks, solve this math question for me, you get the answer, you don't understand anything, you don't develop any skill, this is unethical. The better way to say it is to say, guide me step by step without giving me the final answer. So I'm going to arrive at the final answer myself. What you just do is to guide me, to say, now this is the next step to do, this is the next step, this is the next step. You know, when you do that, it helps you to be able to solve another problem yourself without coming back to AI. Okay? The difference is that one creates dependence, the other creates learning. I will unmute you now. Let me do this so that you can really understand what I want you to do for me. Give me a moment, please. I have to erase all of this. Okay? Then I will write this. This is A. This point here is A. And this point here is B. Okay? Now, in this message, I said one creates dependence, the other creates learning. Which one creates dependence? Which one creates learning? I will allow you to unmute yourself so you can tell me now. Give me a moment, I'm trying to switch. Okay, so yeah, just trying to, good. So let me call a name now. No, don't stop. I didn't call your name. I have to call your name before you talk, please. Which one is, yes. Shakira Yusuf. Please go ahead and tell me, which one is create dependence? Is it A or B? Which one actually creates learning? Which one? Tell me, Shakira Yusuf. Just tell me A or B. Which one? What does B do? Okay, so B creates learning, then A creates dependence. Thank you, Shakira. And I want to believe everybody agrees with Shakira anyway, that B creates learning, A creates dependence. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to create dependence, over dependence on tools for yourself, okay? You really want your brain to be able to work and train itself, for future advantage. Let's now go to the oh, excuse me. I guess you cannot see my screen again. Yes, let me share again. Yes, I can see that from here. Please, a moment, please. I'm trying to share my screen. It actually went off. I don't know why. Yeah, I guess it's coming up now. Okay, so this is where we are, and I want to try to expand that. Oops. Okay, I can understand now. So let's go on this way. I'm so sorry. It's one of the challenges of technology. Yeah, okay. So we just continue this way. Makes sense. Okay, now the next slide is talking about the AI learning framework. Please, this is very, very important. What does it mean? Anytime you want to use AI, you want to follow this framework. Okay? Very important. And I want you to really write this down. If you have a pen and paper there, please. The first step, there are 5 steps to smart AI method. 5. The first step is you have to think first. What does that mean? It means that anytime they gave you homework and you want to use AI, anytime you want to learn something, you want to use AI, learn it without AI first. Okay? Solve the homework problem yourself first. Don't go immediately to AI. Okay? It's going to affect your thinking. Remember cognitive offloading. Your brain begins to get weaker. You get dependent on AI. But if you follow this framework, it helps you to use it ethically. Number 1, think first. Do it yourself first, okay? You want to do it yourself and understand what you already know. Very important. The next one is to now ask better questions. AI quality depends on the prompt quality you use. I will explain how to ask questions later, I think in the next slide, okay? But it's very important for you to know that the way you ask questions depend on the answer that you get. So you want to ask quality questions. If you are still following me, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for more. I want to be sure everyone is following me. Okay, thank you. All right, so first step, think first. Now there's going to be a task after this slide. What I will ask you to do is you will go to the chat box and list the 5 steps of the framework. I don't ask you to do it now. Don't do it now. I'm just telling you. That's going to be the assessment you do now, okay? So first one is to think. The second one is to ask better question. It is called quality prompts. I will explain that in the next lesson. Then the other one is to interact, which means that when AI gives you responses and gives you answers, you don't just take the answer. You want to ask a further question. Why did you say this? Can you give example about this? Can you explain better? Interact with it. Don't just take the first answer and run away with it, okay? You have to interact, okay? Oh, I don't understand this point. Can you explain more? Can you give me questions to check my understanding? These are ways you interact with AI. And this is how you get the best out of AI. This is how AI can improve your thinking skills, can improve your creativity. Then verify the information. AI can make mistakes. It's not perfect, okay? Always check the information. You can even ask your teacher to say, oh, is this correct? Like that. Verify. You can ask your parents. If you are a student, ask your parent, ask your teacher. Go to Google and ask again. Look at the articles. By the time you do all of this, you are actually using AI to build your thinking skills. And you might even be better than the person that did not use AI at all. Okay? Then reflect. Reflection means that, what have I learned now from this AI that I don't know before? Okay? What can I do now that I cannot do before? This is reflection. Does it make me know more things better than I don't know before? So that means that you don't want to just give questions, take answers, and run away. That's unethical. So think, ask questions, interact, verify, reflect. This is the framework I want you to follow anytime you are using AI. Okay. Go to the chat box now and list the 5 steps of the AI framework for me. Go there now, as I'm trying to fix this problem. Go there now. So, who is going? Tell me the 5 framework. Think, ask better question, interact, verify, reflect. That's Habiba. Thank you, Habiba. I can see you. Who else is coming? No, I don't want to believe only Habiba is telling me the story. I want to believe you are all still typing, and I want it to come all at the same time. Yeah, okay, good. Asma also has also responded. Think about what you want to know. Asma, I want the framework. I want the 5 of them. Abdulhamid, Asma, give me the 5. Kodro Adekitan, I can see you. Think, ask question, interact, verify, reflect. Hafsa Hashim, I can see you. Think, ask question, interact, verify, reflect. More. I want more people before I go. Wow, we have spent a lot of time. We have spent 1 hour now, actually. Okay, Hawa. Okay, yeah, Hawa, how are you? Yeah, so that's Hawa that told me what now? Yeah, she told me think for, yeah, thank you, Hawa. Yeah, thank you, Abdulhamid. Okay, so let's get to the next part of the slide. Now, this one is where you learn the practical, ways of using AI for your study. Okay, so I want you to really pay attention to them. So I call it AI use cases for students. What is the first one? AI as a personal tutor. Okay? Now, this is now every message under this is trying to explain what you are going to type into AI. And I will share this on the group later as a PDF, okay? So you are going to go to AI and say, act as an expert, patient and engaging personal tutor for a student studying SS1 physics simple harmonic motion. Remember I said your prompt is very important. You have to give AI context. If you just say explain simple harmonic motion, you will not get as good results as when you say I'm an SS1 student, I'm studying physics, I want you to explain to me as a personal tutor, engaging in an engaging manner, be patient with me, and I hope you are an expert. Do you understand? You give context. And everything under this are also the context you are going to give. Okay? I will admit and ask somebody to read this for me. This is the only one we are going to read all of them because they are actually quite long. But I want you to see the importance of giving effective prompts to get the best results. So let me allow somebody to unmute him or herself. Mabro Olosho, I can see your response. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let me get to who have I not called before? I called Amira before, though she was not here. Did I call Habiba? No, I'm not sure I called this Habiba before. Let me first ask. Okay, Habiba, are you there? Habiba, give me a thumbs up if you are here. Okay, I guess she's not. Okay, she's there. So, Habiba, you are going to read this for me now. Okay, I will allow you guys to you to unmute yourself actually. Then you read this for me. So, Habiba, go ahead and read that text for me. I know it's a bit long, but I want us to really go through it together. As Habiba is reading, please go through it so you can understand the quality of prompt. Okay, Habiba, go ahead, please. Habiba, I can't hear you again. Am I the only one that did not hear Habiba? Oops. Yeah, I get there is a problem with the network there. Okay, let me get another person. Yeah, I think she's trying to speak, but we can't hear her. Farizana Hamid, if you are there, give me a thumbs up first. Farizana Hamid. Okay, Farizana, read this for me. Okay. Wow, thank you, Farzana. I love that beautiful reading. Now you can see, now I hope you know that everything that Farzana read is what you put into ChatGPT, for example, or Gemini, or Copilot, whatever you are using. So it's not that simple. It's not like AI will just automatically, how do I put it now? Change everything for you and make it to pass and what? No, it's not that simple. Now, you are studying simple harmonic motion as an SS1 physics student and you are given all of this context. For example, remember you told AI, don't tell me the answers right away. Break concept down step by step. So, if truly you want to use AI to build your thinking skills, this is how you use it. Then you also tell AI, check my baseline understanding, which means AI will first ask you questions about simple harmonic motion before it even starts giving you answer. I mean giving you the lessons, explaining to you. Do you understand? Then you also ask AI, adapt to my pace. Remember I said AI can personalize learning, which means that when you, how do I put now? When you are a slow learner, AI will adapt to your pace. Okay, you're also telling AI to use clear examples, real world analogies. So by the time you put all of this into AI, then you find yourself enjoying the learning. Do you understand? And you are building the skill, the knowledge as you are enjoying the learning. Okay, you also say keep it interactive. So which means after it tells you something small, it will ask you a question, you answer the question, tell you another thing, you are engaging. Then at the end, you tell AI to summarize key takeaways, which means at the end, it will help you to summarize the important points you have to master. So you still have to master it yourself anyway. So that's why it is not bad at all to use AI as long as you use it correctly. So this is one use case. Let's go to the second use case. Socratic learning. Okay, this is where you use AI to use questioning to guide you to learn. Do you understand? So if you are learning about differentiation in math, for example, AI will first ask you a question. For example, maybe solve this problem. You give an answer. If the answer is wrong, AI will understand where you are wrong and give you another question that you can know to solve that problem. That's Socratic learning. Learning by questioning, guiding you step by step. And I want one person to read this for me too. And this is the last one we are going to read. I think I saw one person. I just want to be sure I go around everyone as much as it is possible. Please, if I don't call your name, it is not intentional. Okay, so who is this person now? Okay, Hawa Olosho, please go ahead and read for me. Prerequisite, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Hawa Olosho, for this beautiful read. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is about asking you questions and guiding you step by step with questions. So just imagine if you expose yourself to such style of learning, what you come out with is that you become smarter and the knowledge becomes much more deeper. Do you know why? Because you were giving answers to every question that AI is asking. And whenever you are wrong, you learn from your mistake, then you learn more again. Do you understand? So it's a very powerful way of using AI to study. That is the second use case. The third one is for exam preparation. Okay? AI will act as a strict, this is what you are telling AI, act as a strict, highly supportive exam prep coach, helping me study for my upcoming BESE final exam in English. That is context And you are even giving more context by saying stimulate real questions. So it's going to simulate real exam questions from past question papers. If you are studying for exam, very important for me to mention this, and you want to get the best out of AI, get one past question paper and the answer scripts or the answer key to that question, and upload that into AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, upload it there. Based on that information, AI will now begin to ask different questions based on that structure. Do you understand? And AI will evaluate the answer you are giving based on the answer key of the examiner. So if you are doing IGCSE, you are doing A-level examination, take only one past question paper, for example, 2022, for example, for mathematics, and upload it to AI, get the answer key, upload it to AI, now begin your conversation with AI. You get a very powerful exam prep support when you do that, okay? Then you ask AI to grade your answer, okay? Then to explain why. So whenever you're not correct or whatever, okay, why your answer is right or why your answer is not correct. Then as you are doing that, remember you are preparing for exam. And I told you before that AI gives you an immediate feedback. So AI will track your weakness. It will tell you, oh, in English, you are good at X, Y, Z, but you have a problem with grammar, you have a problem with, reading, whatever. Do you understand? So you can fix the problem, that you have. Then include test strategies, which means it's going to give you tips on how to manage your time, based on the conversation you have had. It will give you personalized tips to say, look, you need to spend 3 hours every day to study if you truly want to pass your English exam, for example. Or if you have studied a lot before, it can say, oh, 1 hour, 30 minutes is enough for you to study every day. Sleep very well, take a lot of good food so you can have energy to be able to prepare for your exam, like that. Do you understand? So this is the examination preparation use case, for students. The other one is for AI to help you understand your weak areas. Do you understand? So act as a diagnostic learning specialist, helping me master a topic I struggle with. For example, balancing chemical equation in chemistry. So there is a way it's going to keep asking you questions to help you understand your weak area. Then you solve that problem. Do you understand? If you are still following me, give me a thumbs up. I know it's getting long, you might be tired, but we'll get over very soon. Okay, thank you everyone. Then active recall. AI is going to help you to break down your lessons, for active recall, which means you are going to have something like a flashcard that you study a small content, close it, and try to remember what you have studied. That's a very powerful way of preparing for an examination or study anything at all. Active recall. Okay? You don't just read content. What you do is when you read something, close that page and try to remember what you have read. If you are lucky to remember everything, that means you are beginning to master that content. If you don't remember, go back and study again, then close it again and try to remember. Sometimes you can use question for active recall to say, before you start reading, write question for yourself. These are the questions I will answer after this lesson. Then you close the content, then try to answer the question like that. So active recall is one of the use cases. Then the other one is this is another use case. Recommend a study technique based on my personality. So AI will ask you a lot of questions, okay? Then you are going to give answers to those questions. Then to give you a recommendation on how should you study, what study strategy are you going to use, like that. Do you understand? Because we all don't learn the same way. So you have to understand, how can I study effectively to get the best results? Okay, you can see there's so many information here. You can copy and paste this to AI and to give you the answers. And if you don't understand anything, ask follow-up question until you get, the message. You can ask AI to summarize your notes. Okay, you upload your notes into AI and say, okay, summarize this for me so I can immediately study this for my exam. Like, what's the name of the person that said that we can use AI to avoid learning? Like, you don't have time, you are working and you are learning at the same time, so you want to use AI to reduce the time for learning. You can ask it to summarize for you, it's okay. It's okay. Then AI can also help you to build a study plan. Okay? For example, I have exam in the next 5 months. Create a study plan for me or a study schedule for me that I can use to study for my exam. So it will tell you, okay, study math at this time, English at this time, study this topic at this time, like that. Do you understand? So this is what AI can also do for you to support and to help you study effectively. So, artificial intelligence is one of the greatest educational tools ever created. And this is the final message. I really appreciate you for sticking around until this time. I know, you might be busy or have something else to do, but I really appreciate you sticking around. This is my final message. However, your future success will not depend on how much AI you use. It will depend on how wisely you use it. Remember, AI cannot replace curiosity. AI cannot replace critical thinking. AI cannot replace discipline. If you're not disciplined, you can't be disciplined with AI. Do you understand? It can actually even make it worse. Remember, adapt explanation to individual needs. AI cannot, okay, that's a repetition of what I said now. Cannot replace creativity. So there are so many things AI cannot do. Because the way you appreciate this is, some people created AI. They actually use their own brain to create AI, which means your brain is still important if you use AI to support your brain. There are so many things you can also create with AI, when you use it to support your brain, not to replace your brain. Do you understand? For lack of a better word, and I'm sorry for saying this, AI can make you more stupid if you don't use it effectively. And it can make you brilliant and smart if you use it effectively. And I think I've explained that in the whole of this webinar. And finally, I just want to say the final challenge is, don't ask AI to do your thinking. Ask AI to help you become a better thinker. And all that we have explained will help you to achieve this. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a part of this learning experience. I want to believe that you have taken one or two value that you can start applying from now to support your learning. Now, you can ask questions if you have any. I think I will only allow you to ask questions if you have any. Please, no contribution, please, because of time. Just ask a question if you have any question. You can unmute yourself to ask questions, please. Thank you. I hope I've allowed you guys to unmute yourself. Let me check. Yes, I think you can unmute yourself if you want to ask questions. And I'm going to give answers as much as possible. As I wait, okay. The PDF, yes, you can get it on the group, yes. You're welcome. As I await your questions, I want to once again say, my name is Abdurrafi and I'm the founder of EdTrack. EdTrack is a learning platform that supports your learning journey with our one-on-one class. You have one tutor assigned to you for one subject. So you can imagine how powerful that can be when you have one person, one expert, really teaching you a subject. You have opportunity to ask questions, to give answers, more like, an AI, but this time it's a human tutor. Do you understand? And that can be very powerful. Okay, so I'm waiting for your question. Please, can we get the audio? That means you're asking for the recording. I don't know if I can promise that. I can promise the presentation, But if I can put the recording together, I can also give that to you. Thank you, Kudro Adikit. That's Hawa. Thank you so much. Wayak. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm trying to do the recording, but I'm not sure if it has done so well enough. If I get it done well, I will share it. I will be willing to share it. No problem. Okay, so I think there is no other question. I know that I will share the prompts with you as a PDF. You can copy it, change something. For example, in one of them I said, I think BESE examination. So if your exam is IGCSE, remove BESE and change to IGCSE. If you are learning, for example, algebra, remove calculus. No, sorry, remove differentiation and change to algebra. Like that. So adapt it to your own use and send it to AI. Then start following as we have already explained. I thank you so much for being a part of this experience once again, and I hope to see you next time. And I hope you use AI wisely. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. So you can leave the class now. Thank you.